Hi everyone, welcome back to the Career Cruise podcast. This is a podcast where we discuss everything about improving yourself, about the ups and the downs of your career life and your business life, everything about just making sure that you get good outcomes every day and every time. My name is Violet Wambua. I'm your host. If it's your first time here, welcome. Keep it locked. Please make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any notifications. Tell us where you're watching us from, where you're tuning in from. Give us your ideas of what you'd like to hear on this podcast as well as we grow together. I'm so excited to be here today. I've even lost count of what number of episode this is. So I think at the next episode, I'll tell you guys this is episode number what. Yeah, but I'm really excited today. We'll be discussing about investing in yourself. I know you've had people saying, you need to invest in yourself. And, it sounds very almost casual or a thing of quote unquote defiance. It's like you're fighting someone by saying you need to invest in yourself. So there's a lot of, it's taken well, but also not very well when you hear people saying, I'm investing in myself, I'm taking time for myself. It's like you're denying someone something by investing in yourself. However, the opposite is true. When you invest in yourself, you're actually giving us a better deal. When you invest in yourself, you give your family a better deal, give your friends a better deal, you give your employer or your business a better deal. Yeah, if you have children, they get a better deal, a bigger deal because you've invested in yourself. Even your neighbors and people who just hang out with you, they just feel there's a difference in the quality of conversation, the quality of output, the quality of, in the caliber of person that you become changes when you invest in yourself. Now, I know you wonder what is investing in myself and what does that look like? So yeah, I'm going to dive into that and let you know what that looks like for you and just spell it out. So then you're not worried that do I need to, is it a money thing? What is it? So one of the things about investing in yourself, it involves dedicating time, effort, energy, research even, and, self-care habits, things to just motivate yourself to see yourself in a better way, like self-esteem wise. Investing in yourself is basically about enhancing your well-being, enhancing your mindset, shifting your paradigm, the thoughts the beliefs that you have, shifting some of them so then, you adopt new beliefs that serve you and take you further than where you are right now. And obviously you've done well for yourself if you're here today. It means you just need to congratulate yourself. It means you're already doing well. You're ahead of so many people by just being here today to listen to this show. But you need to do a bit better. And this is even, I'm speaking to myself because, the idea is that the largest room in the world is a room for improvement. So we always need to be looking at working on ourselves to get better outcomes, to have a better quality of life, have better quality of relationships, have a better quality of even options for life. The more you work on yourself, the better you get or better you become, the better even the options that are presented to you by life become. So there's options that are presented to you when you're at a certain level. Let me even just use education. If let's say someone left school maybe at primary school and another left school at high school and another left school after college, the options in life for these three people are definitely different. Like what can they get into comfortably are definitely different. And of course, there are outliers who are not limited by any of these parameters. However, you always want to make sure that for you as an individual, you are able to access better options at each time as you go along in life. Obviously, it's a path of growth. It's a whole building up brick by brick by brick, but you just want to make sure that the options that are available to you in the market last year what you have now is better than what you had last year, and what you'll have 5 years from now is definitely better than what you're having this year. So that's what really this episode is about, investing in yourself because you want to live a better life or get better and grow bigger in whatever it is that you're looking at, even if it's your studies. One of the things I can say is that, and I've said this here in other episodes, so you need to catch those ones, continuous learning. Guys, learn all there is to learn. Everything you can learn, please learn. Just if you can go back to school, if you can get money to take you back to school, if you can get money to go for a course, it doesn't have to be a big 4-year degree. It can be a 1-year course, a 6-month course. Just do something. Always just sharpen that brain of yours. Like, make sure that this is the most expensive thing in your wardrobe at any one time. Like, your brain is the most expensive part of you. Invest in learning, continuous learning. You will just be surprised. You'll be taken aback at how much every level you unlock just gets you so much more in terms of the options in the buffet of life. I want to say smorgasbord, but I'll just go with the word buffet of life. There'll be so much more on offer for you when you pursue constant learning and constant education. The formal education is fantastic. The networking that comes out of formal education is amazing, because remember, now you have classmates, you have professors who are teaching you, all these instructors who you're interacting with, and your fellow students as well, your colleagues. Like, there's so much to offer you when you go to like college, university, and what have you. Even those vocational colleges, So yeah, and even the credentials. It's nice to have a certificate, whether it's a degree, a diploma, all those things, they just make a difference in terms of you investing in yourself positively. And of course, they open doors to new careers or new opportunities, whatever it is. I mean, I've seen people, even business owners, saying there's a business owners course and that's the one I'm attending. And out of that, and first they're meeting physically colleagues, or rather other fellow business owners. So that's why even an exchange of business happens. People tend to trade with each other, because I know you, and the fact that you've paid to come for this class means there's something about you that is special. So when you come to that, like, step up to the plate, things will just start unfolding for you. So it's something to consider, okay, in terms of investing yourself. There's also now online courses. Not everyone is able to go to formal school, and that's okay. Thank the Lord for the world we live in today. So we have LinkedIn courses, we have Coursera, we have, is it Allison now? Google has courses, Facebook has courses, and all this, even SAP has courses. All these platforms that are for learning, Kijabi as well. So these are things that, and I'm not advertising them, I'm just saying as an example. So don't think I've been paid. Yeah. So even Udemy. So get onto these online platforms and learn, and then put into action the knowledge that you've gained, and you'll see a world of a difference in terms of yourself. So yeah, you will invest in these ones. Most of them might be free in terms of you're not being charged anything, but they'll cost you your time, they'll cost you energy, they'll cost you, it'll cost you, because you might miss a party or two here while you're pursuing your course, and that's okay. Parties will always be there, the road trips with your friends will always be there, so it's okay. So just take this time, focus on yourself, invest in yourself, give still that time back for yourself, and then make the world a better place for yourself, like in terms of what can you access, okay, in terms of your growth. So the other thing I can say in terms of learning, please read articles related to your industry, read dissertations, researches, all those things, even speeches that have been made by industry leaders. Just see where they are. And then, when you're having conversations about your work or your business, you find yourself that you're very knowledgeable and very aware, and you're not in the dark about things, like you can. And I'm not saying that you need to study to show off, but it just makes you have better and more relevant information to add into any conversation. And I think that's a very big deal for anyone who's serious about their career. Part of investing in yourself is also developing skills. Okay, so you're working this job, and you're thinking, okay, I know up to this much, but what else can I do to enhance the quality of work I'm putting out? So that's where the hard skills come in. If you're in IT, of course, get into coding, get into things that are relevant for your line of work, So learn how to use new tools, I'll say even learn how to use AI. Like, I'll never stop preaching about AI, and just make sure that you're relevant. Like, the technologies that are being used in your field, you're aware of them, you know how to use them, and then, you become, the office is not struggling where to find these people, and you're just there, so why not? And if you want to charge them more for your skills, you'll find a way to do that. One of the things you can do for investing in yourself is actually gaining hard skills in terms of the work that you do. So, if you're a photographer, you want to find out the new tools and techniques. If you're in IT, you want to know what are the latest, what's the latest technologies. And I think in any industry, really, there's always new things coming up. There's always new ways of doing things that, maybe is more efficient, faster, maybe giving better outcomes, and you're even able to charge more because of that. Because at the end of the day, if you're building a business, you're just looking at, maximizing the coin and making a profit out of it. So why not? So yeah, go ahead, learn the hard skills, and, you can add them to your CV, add them to your offering, add them to your profile. As you're presenting your business profile, you say, these are the skills that our founder has, and of course you're the founder. And you say these are the skills that you have, and you tell the client that you're giving them a better offer. The other thing I'd say also, invest in your soft skills. We are not born with good manners. We are not born with patience. We are not born with leadership skills, majority of us rather. So figure out where your strengths are, and I've said this before. Your strengths are in terms of your character and personality, where your weaknesses are, what the opportunities are, what the threats are. Just do a SWOT analysis for yourself. Improve on your strong points, and really make sure you perfect your strong points, and then do a lot of work to lift up on your weak points. So then you're a better addition for any team. You handle your clients better. You handle your team members better. If you're working solo, if you're working remotely, you're better able to manage your time. You're better able to manage even conflicts, you're better able to, there's a lot of emotional intelligence that is needed. So you've worked on that, so soft skills development is very important as a part of investing in yourself. The other thing I'd say also, please network and build relationships. One of the things I'd say here is that I'm very good at networking, but I have not been very good at building relationships. So that's one thing that I know I struggle with. However, I'm working on it. So then as I continue with my habit, or rather my skills of being a social butterfly, I'm also able to have a solid base of relationships that I can rely on, and I can, when you're relying on your relationships, not always about work. It can also just be about having fun, just relaxing, just having a safe space to retreat to, having a place where you can be challenged, you can be mentored, things like that. That's what happens when you build relationships. People can speak for you and vouch for you even when you're not in the room, okay? Which is better than networking, because now networking, yes, is very good. You make all these connections, but then now strengthening is where the relationships come in. So yeah, get into that, learn to build the relationships, how to network. Of course, you attend your conferences, you attend networking in heels, for the ladies, attend workshops, engage in conversations that are part of your industry, the seminars, the groups and all these circles. Obviously, they open you up and show you new opportunities, which is amazing. But remember to build the relationships that come through that, yeah? So don't just get cards and then, I met you in April, and then you've never done anything, and then it's September already and the year is about to end. So yeah, you can also join a professional organization. Those ones now, of course, demand you there's a level of attendance that's needed. So now you start to gather the most, build the relationships that way, because now there's a constant meeting, it's consistent, it's the same people. Most likely you've paid to be there, so everybody wants to take full advantage and make full benefit of their investment. So yeah, that would be a great place to start at also, if you can join a professional organization or rather a professional group, all right? Yeah. The other thing I can say, please, for your physical and mental well-being, this is a huge investment that you must make. The rewards are not instant, and neither are they short-term. They are long-term, and of course, they take a while to come. So get into exercising regularly. You may join the gym, you may join CrossFit things, and that's okay. But please just wear your rubber shoes or your sneakers and go out for a walk. Make sure you just walk, just half an hour. I'm not asking too much of you. Put in music, put in a podcast, put in this podcast, okay? Just put in your podcast, listen to the Career Cruise podcast and keep walking. And by the time the podcast is finished and you're coming back home, you're feeling so much better. Get in the habit of doing that and see where that takes you. Like, you'll be so surprised at the improvements you'll enjoy. It's not even about losing weight. It's just about even just bonding with yourself, feeling your body moving and strengthening, because that's an investment of time into yourself. Those who can cycle. Those who can go to the gym, please go to the gym. Whatever it is you want to do, just start moving. That's all. Like, the idea is just to maintain motion. Start moving and keep moving. Other self-care activities can be like yoga, for those who like, going to the spa, and then hobbies, because I talked about hobbies in another episode. Yeah, so if you're a gamer, get into that. All these things are part of investing in yourself and your personal well-being. What else can I say about that? There are people who have a struggle with, mental health, and it is good to see a therapist. So if you can, please see a therapist. In fact, not even, I'd urge you to see a therapist. Right now, we have so many platforms where, a lot of these therapists don't even charge, and they're only happy to help you. I think they're funded in terms of the groups that hire them. So that's okay. So it's not like you're making someone do free labor, but there's an urge and a push now for us to really take care of ourselves in terms of our mental well-being. So please take advantage of these offers and get therapy. Talk to someone, talk about your career, talk about your family, talk about, is this what you wanted to do? How has your life turned out? What is stressing you? What is exciting you? What are your plans? What would you like to see? So yeah, get into therapy and have those conversations. Do you compare yourself with others? Are you excited about where you are? Are you mad? Are you frustrated? All those things. Talk to a therapist and, offload before you come to deal with other people. Because see, not everyone will have the patience for you like your therapist will. Your therapist will just sit there and, listen to you and give you tools to navigate the world. Okay, so get into the habit of seeing a therapist. I can guarantee you it works. And you might find that the problems you have, well, of course, they're valid, but you might find that maybe they're not even as big as you're thinking they are. Or you find what it is about your situation that makes these problems look very big. So don't dismiss therapy. Therapy is not for people who are going mad. It's not for people who've lost it. No, therapy is for people who actually are aware that they need to get a proper tuning so they don't get lost in the speed and the madness and the hustle and bustle of the world. Yeah. So therapy is actually an investment into yourself. So I want you to get into that. And of course, financial investment. I mean, capitalism just is taking the world round and round, and we literally need money to live. So don't let no one lie to you that we don't need money. We do need money. So financial investment is very important in terms of taking care of yourself, in terms of pouring into yourself. I'd say, obviously, you save. When you get $1, don't spend $1. Please save a bit of that $1. If you can save like 20%, you'll be doing very well. But yeah, please save. And then on top of saving, also invest that money. So yeah, put the money in a circle, put the money into unit trusts, in all these money market funds, all this. There's so many products out here from the many companies. So you can just do a bit of research on them and then see what works for you. But you need to save your money, you need to invest your money and do it wisely. You can also invest in a side hustle. There's a gentleman I know. He works in a beauty company. He's a gentleman who works in a beauty company. But his side hustle, he sells clothes for women. So he's always, you'd see him on his Instagram, putting together a blouse and a skirt, a blouse and pants or shoes or whatever. He just does clothes for women. And, it looks like it's making him money. But he said to me that he doesn't want to drop his day job because he actually enjoys the beauty industry. And he feels like beauty and fashion are going together. So the side hustle for the clothes line, it's not a bad idea. And he's happy about that. He's making good money and he's been able to invest quite a bit. He's able to see a good projection, because women are always looking at, dressing up, looking nice, all those things. Yeah. So you can think about building a side hustle. You can think about, just diversifying your income streams. It's not a bad thing at all. So get into that. The other thing I can say in terms of investing into yourself is building your presence and your personal branding. Of course, you start on social media. Like, what does your LinkedIn look like? What do these other social pages look like when it comes to you? When we search you, what will we see? So think about that. You can even have a personal blog and basically position yourself as a thought leader. I know people who've said, me, I'm the guru of cooking. And so we have 29 gurus of cooking. And guess what? They're all so good, you don't even know who to say is the number one. So why not, And no place is ever crowded. So if you want to be the guru of photography, fine. If you want to be the guru of podcasting, that's okay. If you want to be the guru of insurance policies and premiums, please go for it, So, but just make sure your social media presence is matching with what you want people to know about you and what they can come looking for you for. Okay? Yeah, so don't confuse your audiences. The other thing, you can develop a portfolio where you can showcase your work. And then whether it's through your personal website or personal blog, so do all those things and just showcase. You just need to demonstrate your skills and basically be visible to your potential employers and clients and even business partners. Anybody who'd want to work with you, that's a place for you to show off who you are and showcase. And of course, let us know that your portfolio is out so it goes far and wide, and let people know about it as far as possible. What else can I say about personal investment? Time management. Whew. I am also struggling with this one, but yeah, we're here to learn and grow, and every day we have to get better. I'm not going to sit on a high horse and say, oh, I'm good with this. So I don't share with you things because I'm good with them. I also share because these are things that I'm also interested in working on myself for. So one is time management as part of personal investment, or rather investing into yourself. When you learn to manage your time effectively and efficiently, you have to reduce all the factors that are about other people and make sure that you are the star of your show. That way, all these other people, they come around you, So, just today, I remember I was meant to come and record the podcast at a certain time, but then I had all these external factors driving me this way, that way, and it's not a good thing. So I need to stand my ground and say, hey, I hear you, this is what you wanted us to do, but I had a thing already prior planned, so how about I meet you after that thing? Something of the sort, So learning to manage your time efficiently is so important. It helps you to grow professionally. It helps you to focus on them, basically keeping the main thing, and so you're not running around after red herrings and other attractions, So when you prioritize your own development, of course, that means you're continuously improving and becoming better personally and even in terms of your professional. So yeah, time management is one of the things that's very important, and you will see it translating to other areas of your life. If you keep time to go to church, then of course we pray that the pastor also keeps time to end the service, and all these things cascade into each other. So we're not wasting each other's time and not wasting our own time also, What else can I say as part of investing into yourself? It's important to take risks. There's all these things you've said and you're planning, you do, that's okay. But you also have to take a risk in this life. Take a risk. Think that thing that you're I want that, but it scares me. I want that, but it scares me. Take a risk, You can take a calculated risk. You can take a risk that's not too insane for you. We also want you to be okay as you're taking a risk. But just take a risk, invest in an opportunity, okay? It's really out of your comfort zone, but, sometimes investing in yourself involves taking risks, such as you may also start a new business, it's a risk, you want to move to a different country, continent, still a risk, but, it comes with the territory of improving your life by investing in yourself. So maybe you've stayed at a job for so long and then you see an opening in, say, Rwanda, and you're like, wow, I don't even know anyone in Rwanda. Wow, how will that go? I think just apply for the job. First of all, don't think too much. Just using the project, just apply. And then now, depending on the outcomes of your application, then you start thinking, okay, so now that they want me to go to Rwanda, how do I, where are even flights taken? Which flight? If it's a bus, which bus, and where is it taken? So don't overthink yourself out of opportunities. So just take the risk. It's okay. I mean, applying for a job doesn't mean that you're moving tomorrow. No, you just applied for a job, simple. So yeah, even if it's in another country, it's okay. Just take the, take that chance, okay? You may decide to start a new business. You've always wanted to start a hair salon and a barber shop. Just go into what does that look like? Do I do a small thing? Do I do a big thing? Where do I do it? See all the P's of, the positioning, the people that you intend to serve, the pricing, all those things. So just look into it and take that risk. It might just be the sweetest reward you ever get in terms of your professional life. I want to say in closing that when you invest into yourself, it builds confidence. And confidence is such a big foundation of the success that you enjoy in this life. Taking a risk involves a bit of confidence. The outcomes, obviously, which is success, on the most part, is definitely a child of the confidence that you have. Yeah, so you end up, continually growing yourself, fundamentally growing yourself, and you find yourself thriving so much because you've invested into yourself. So invest in your networks, invest in your relationships, invest in learning, invest in becoming a better person, maybe more patient, lending people more grace, becoming a better listener, becoming better at conversations, becoming better in terms of communications, and even relaying ideas, become better in terms of your strategy and your problem solving, all those things. You'll find that because you've invested in yourself to own and gain all these skills, then this life starts to reward you. More and more life starts to reward you. So yeah, here's to personal investment. Here's to investing into yourself. And don't even think it's a selfish thing. It's actually a good thing. I hope I've shown you how it's a good thing. Yeah, and let me know what you're doing to invest into yourself. Let me know if you're saving, you're putting money away for retirement. I want to hear all that. I want to hear if you have your own hobbies that you've tried to monetize so that you can invest more into yourself. So yeah, talk to me. And yeah, if you want to come and tell us more about what you're doing in that area, you're more than welcome. Please write in careercruisepod@gmail.com. I look forward to reading from you. I'll see you soon. Take care of yourself and bye-bye.